One of the biggest problems that people come to me with is they say they can't concentrate. And once you say that, there's nowhere you can go. It's a statement of fact. I would conjecture that actually you concentrate all the time, as long as you're awake. Sometimes you're concentrating on your fingernail. Sometimes you're concentrating on a beautiful individual who's just walked past the room. Maybe you're concentrating on a bird in the garden. Maybe you're concentrating about what you're going to have for lunch. So your concentration is always active, but it's not always concentrating on what you're supposed to be concentrating on. So reading a book or studying, your concentration is elsewhere. Let me give you an analogy for concentration and tell you a little story. Alexander the Great, the fantastic great military leader, was a teenager when his father Philip was offered a majestic horse by a horse breeder. The horse was so big that it said that his head was the size of an ox's head. The only trouble was that the horse couldn't be ridden. As soon as anybody tried to mount the horse would throw the person off, and therefore the horse was absolutely useless as a war horse, and people didn't keep horses for pets then. So there was no reason why he would be accepted by Philip. So Alexander said it's such a shame to destroy this marvellous animal that he made a bet, a wager with his father. He said, if I can train the horse, if I can ride the horse, then I can keep it. But if I can't, then I will pay for the horse out of my allowance. So his father said, you've got a deal, and let Alexander look after the horse. And the problem with the horse is he was frightened of his own shadow, because he was so huge. The sun cast a deep, dark shadow, and the horse thought it was a hole it would fall into. So Alexander noticed this and turned the horse towards the sun so it couldn't see its shadow. He took off his cape so it wasn't fluttering and disturbing the horse, and horse whispered. He soothingly spoke to the horse, and eventually the horse became trusting of Alexander because it felt safe in his presence. And then slowly but surely the horse became more and more accustomed to Alexander. Alexander was in fact able to then ride the horse. It became his steed that he then rode into battle at many of his military conquests, leading his armies on the horse whose name was Bucephalus. So what's this got to do with concentration? Well, your concentration is like a mighty stallion that gallops off in any direction it feels like, and it needs to be steered, tamed and controlled. Hence, focusing on what you need to be focusing on, riding your concentration, managing your concentration, rather than concentrating on things that are irrelevant. So, give yourself short periods of time that you know you can concentrate on, so maybe 20 minutes, half an hour, and slowly extend those. Slowly begin to train your concentration such that it can be extended. But also, give your concentration time to gallop off, have fun in the fields, in your imagination. So this is where you can be creative, your concentration free wheel in any direction, so that you've got time to relax and concentrate on things that you maybe enjoy concentrating on more, and then when you need to come back and focus and concentrate on a book or a project, then you can do that because you've given yourself a bit of free rein as well. So hopefully that's helped you to give a bit of food for thought for how to improve your concentration. Look forward to talking to you in a couple of weeks' time. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.